The Angry Libertarian here, bringing to you the attention of inflation. Many people I talk to claim that inflation isn't real, that just because gas prices go up doesn't mean that there's inflation. They say that there aren't food price inflations. I don't know how they're getting that. But I'm going to show you today how they tend to hide that inflation. The cost of goods is going up. There's absolutely no denying it. The cost of raw materials is going up. Therefore, inflation has to go up. That's just the way it is. That's the way economics works. The laws of economics are like the laws of gravity. You can bend them. You can't break them. Anyways, I first noticed this after 2008 when the great banking crisis happened. I noticed the quality of steel shafts and golf clubs seemed to have gotten worse. I don't know how to explain it. I am an angry golfer. Of course, being an angry libertarian, I'm also an angry golfer. And after a couple bad shots, I tend to throw my clubs. Well, nowadays, when I throw my clubs into the ground, they tend to shatter. And I mean, like, I'll throw my club into the ground, and it'll break into 3 pieces. That's not normal. Typically, now, I'm not saying okay, obviously the club isn't designed for that. But in years past, back when I played golf avidly during the years of 2004 to 2007, when I threw my club, it would usually just bend. You know, it wouldn't shatter. And this is purely speculation here, my thoughts is that the quality of steel is getting cheaper because they're trying to meet the demands. And they just can't with top-notch quality steel, so they're having to make it cheaper in order to sell it to me at the same price, thus hiding the inflation. Now, obviously, if I just didn't throw my clubs, I wouldn't notice that. But today, I am also going to bring you proof of inflation right here with milk prices. In the old days, there was only one type of milk, organic milk from a cow, whole milk, you know, with all the enzymes and no pasteurization and no mass production. Well, nowadays we have all sorts of milk. And right here we have the price for Horizon Organic Whole Milk. And this is the old-fashioned milk. This hasn't been treated with a whole bunch of stuff. It's all natural. But look at the price. It's $7 a gallon. A person that makes the amount that I make, which I'm not going to disclose here because it's not only private, it's embarrassing, is that I can't afford something like that. I have to afford milk at the old price of what I used to remember it being around $3 a gallon. Well, here we have another organic milk, and I go, ooh, look at this one. It's on sale for $4.89 from $5.49. So it's cheaper than the Horizon milk for $7. But if we look closely, it's only 96 fluid ounces. It's 5.8 cents an ounce versus 5.6 cents. This is actually cheaper. So this is one way that the market loves to hide inflation, is by giving you a smaller package and providing it to you at the same price. Now here I have 2 more examples. See, you could go the organic way and pay this price, or you could buy our cheaper, more mass-produced version for $4.39 a gallon. You see, it's a gallon right there. And, you know, I've always heard from most health people that you should always drink organic because of all the pesticides and all the stuff that they use is not good for the human body, and it transfers through to the milk. Well, we come to our last milk, and this one is at $3.99. Oh, look at that. We got back down to my $3 and, you know, roughly $3 a gallon. But this is crappy milk, people. This is crappy, mass-produced. It's probably got blood in it. And I've seen that before. I have seen red strings in my milk. Not like strings, but I've seen traces of red in there. And it's natural. If you've ever read the book The Jungle about the Chicago meat factories, you would know all about this. Now, I'm not saying it's like that anymore, but trace elements of blood do get into the milk. Okay, but poor people like me are forced to have to deal with something like this, where you rich people, get to buy the $7 a gallon milk, and you wonder why I can't gain any weight.